So we are set to go from Petco Park. Again, the Dodger magic number is 1. Rockies are trailing their game 2-1 to Milwaukee in the 6th. First pitch of the night from Ramos is down low, and we are underway. 67 degrees at game time tonight. Underway on time at 7:05. 2-0, 2 for call.
And the look right out of the gate is not a good one. And that's what you don't want. You want to get a quick out, right? Mi hermano.
Yeah, sure.
Hopefully he gets
some nerves.
A quick first inning here.
Up high, 3-0. Switch hitting for call. Hitting 294 right-handed. 367 overall.
I want to ask you guys a question. Remember early in the year when the Dodgers were just going off? Did you think it was going to take this late for them to clinch something?
Towards short and into left field, and Furcal immediately takes care of the business of his hitting streak and extends it to 12 games, and that's the way this one begins. Take a look at the Padre defense tonight. And the key there is Kevin Kuzminoff back, making his first start since September 8th. He missed 17 games with a left calf strain and then a lower back issue. Good to have Kuz back in the lineup.
It's going to be nice to have him back in the lineup, both offensively and defensively.
Now let's see if the ball finds him. You know how many times guys are hurt, they come back and all of a sudden they get a ball or two hit to them right out of the get-go.
Hudson shortening up and taking low. Kuzminoff in on the grass at third. A 286 average for the switch hitting Orlando Hudson. We like Furcal has a higher batting average from the right side than the left. In the dirt and blocked by Hundley. Nick wants to go out and have a quick word with Ramos.
I'm sure the heart's pumping a little bit. Maybe the legs are feeling a little light. Getting that first out will be a huge hurdle for Cesar Ramos. Another thing that Ramos has to battle, and not only, as you mentioned, Tony, obviously this Dodger team being a good team, but the road record for this team, 45 wins for the Dodgers this year. They play good baseball everywhere they go, it seems.
45 and 34 on the road.
Hudson showed bunt here, but you know, I'm thinking they're going to play for the big inning. I don't think they want to give away any outs right now.
Especially with the way Ramos isn't throwing strikes early on.
Yeah, I mean, when a pitcher's falling behind, so a 3-1 pitch for call, he lines it into left field for a base hit. And he's falling behind here on Hudson. And you got the big boys coming up after.
So like to Furcal when he fell behind 3-0. He throws a 3-0 strike. And this time a walk, and it's 2 on, nobody out. So already Darren Balsley and Bud Black scratching their chin, wondering how this first is going to play out with 2 on, nobody out.
Well, the 3 appearances for Cesar this year, all in relief. Arizona, at Pittsburgh, at Colorado. 1 inning, 2 innings, 2 1/3. He did not walk a batter. He was around the plate, being very aggressive to try to get those hitters out. I don't know whether he's trying to nitpick here or just maybe the nerves a little bit, but not a good way to start against this Dodger team.
Against big league hitters, it really doesn't matter who you are. If you keep falling behind in the count, eventually, you got to throw something over the plate. Big league hitters will be ready to hit it.
Breaking ball strike to Andre Ethier, so he gets ahead of Ethier.
Man, Ethier, Ramirez, Kemp, 31 home runs, 19 home runs, 26 home runs. Quite a trifecta.
Another block by Hundley out in front of the plate. Ramos is a 25-year-old from Los Angeles. 6'2", 200-pounder. He played collegiately at Long Beach State. 1-1. Got Ethier to chase one that was down.
Ramos is not going to light up the radar gun by any means, so looks like he's going to try to trick him off speed stuff. It looks like a slider down and away, and Ethier getting a little froggy, especially with that runner in scoring position.
Ethier bounces it towards Eck. Runner stops. The throw goes to first out there. Now Hudson in a rundown. Keeping an eye on the lead runner. Cabrera now throwing back towards third. Out there. They get for call. They do get a double play. And they get the lead man to boot. How about that play by Everett Cabrera?
It's good defense, really, all the way around. Hudson does what you should do. He stops. X does the smart thing, gets the out at first. And now it becomes a game of keep an eye on for call over there at third, and Cabrera makes a strong throw to third, and they get to play.
You know, I think the big key of that play is, as you see the final result for call out at third, is Eck running back the runner, Hudson, to first base.
Yeah.
Because he could have liked to do two. Run the runner back. He's going back to first. Now you get the out. Now he's got such a long way. Either he stays at first, but then they get the lead runner at third.
Yeah. Well, to me, the key of that is for calls already at third base, you know, you don't want to give up that out. So, you know, Hudson did a nice job of staying in the rundown, and if Cabrera doesn't make the throw to third, Hudson's going to get to second base. They're going to end up second and third.
Well, a curveball and then a fastball, and Ramos ahead of Ramirez here. 0-2. Just a little bit low.
Almost felt like he made a good pitch right there. Fastball, pound in the inside corner.
Well, Cesar's going to the dugout. He wants that call. It was off the plate, though.
Hudson the runner at second with 2 outs, just underway top of the first. And 1-2 from Ramos. Manny did not play yesterday in their finale at Pittsburgh due to some left hamstring tightness. Dodgers dropped 3 of 4 in Pittsburgh, including getting smoked yesterday, 11-1. Blew a game on Sunday that they led going to the bottom of the ninth and lost 6-5.
I watched Sunday's game. They had the lead, couldn't get it done.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? Padres take 3 out of 4 from the Buccos, and then the Dodgers lose 3 out of 4. You think this baseball game is crazy?
Oh, yeah. It's crazy, yeah.
From 0-2 to 2-2 on Manny Ramirez. And he strikes out Manny to win the inning. Got him with a breaking ball, and Ramos a single and a walk to begin the frame. 2 on, nobody out, and he ends it with a curve to Fan Ramirez. by the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Gwynn leading off. Then it's Eckstein who comes in with a 4-game hitting streak and has hit safely in 7 of his last 9. Then Adrian, Headley, Venable, Kuzmanov back in the lineup. Then Hundley, Cabrera, and the pitcher Ramos. Tony leading off. And takes a strike from tonight's starter, Chad Billingsley.
This kid's a horse. He'll give you innings because he's going to be close to 200 innings this year. Fewer hits than innings pitched. He's around the plate and double digits the last 3 years for the Dodgers. A great win-loss record in his 4 years. Well above 500 with 47 wins. He's a good one. Good frame. Strong.
Breaking ball in the dirt. Billingsley 6'1", 245 pounds.
You know, for a guy who throws relatively hard also, I mean, this guy, Chad Billingsley does a nice job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. The last 3 years, 15, 14, 16.
Breaking ball gets the strikeout. And have to throw to first to complete it and do so. 1 away.
I think that's why.
Take a look at the Dodger defense, brought to you by SD Storage, where $1 moves you in. Go to SDStorage.com to find a store near you today. Matt Kemp in center field. Second most innings in the NL. Also 13 outfield assists, which is tied for second most in the National League. With 1 out, Eckstein. Strike 1.
Just to go back on Mud's point, I think that's why he's learned to throw his breaking ball for a strike. He's got pretty good changeup, pretty good cutter, and he's done a much better job, I think, of mixing up those pitches.
To right field, and Ethier moving towards the line. 2 outs. Billingsley is winless in his last 6 starts, and in many ways, guys, he's kind of indicative of the Dodgers starting rotation in recent weeks, where with the exception maybe of Randy Wolf, Joe Torre's trying to get this rotation together for the postseason.
To me, that's why it's important that they clinch this thing as soon as possible so that they can do that. Down the stretch, personally, I think Randy Wolf's been his best guy. Billingsley has struggled, Kershaw has struggled, and you figure those probably are going to be the 3 guys. Although Corona threw well 2 starts ago, his last start he didn't throw as well. I think that guy right there has thrown the ball extremely well.
I guess maybe if you pin Joe Torre to pick a game 1 starter right now, would it be Randy Wolf?
I'd feel comfortable with that. A veteran left-hander like that.
If they match up with Philly, or really it doesn't matter. That's, to me, I think that's his best guy. That's where he's probably going to go.
Whether it's Philly or St. Louis.
St. Louis has got some nice right-handed bats in that order, but I still think Wolf is their best guy.
That is inside to Adrian. 3 balls and a strike. 40 home runs now for Adrian, hitting number 40 on Sunday in Phoenix. And just 2 RBIs shy of 100. And he picks up the 2-out walk. 111th walk of the season for Adrian.
Unfortunately for San Diego, Chad Billingsley likes to pitch against these Padres. And there's always that one team that a pitcher does extremely well against, and then there's one that he just cannot win against. Against these Padres for his career, 7-3 with a 2.72 ERA. There are guys who pitch 15, 20 years in the big leagues, and there's always that one team that they can't beat.
Headley back in left field tonight with Kuz at third base. Chase did a very nice job back at third base defensively with Kuz out. Right call on the outside corner. On the ground softly to Loney. He's going to go to second with Fakal for the force out there to win the inning. A 2-out walk to Adrian. A man left on after one for Petco Park. Dodgers and Padres no score. Folks still making their way into Petco Park tonight. Cesar Ramos back to the hill.
I don't like it getting dark late earlier. I want summer to stick around.
First pitch swing and Kemp left side. Kuz gets his first chance and close, but out. Late call there by Tim McClellan. A little lobbying by Kemp, but out at first to begin the second.
I think all of Tim McClellan's calls are delayed.
Well, you were talking about the ball finding you. Watch the ball almost come out of Kuz's glove right there. Yep. He had the double clutch to get the throw over to first base.
Rockies and Brewers tied at 2, bottom of the 6th at Coors Field. So the Dodger magic number is 1 to clinch the division. Rockies still trying to hold off Atlanta in the wild card. Braves filled out early to the Marlins tonight. Got a Matt Diaz home run to tie it at 4, but now the Braves batting in the bottom of the 9th, trailing Florida 5-4. Atlanta winners of 7 in a row, making a late charge here.
And playing really good baseball.
Dodger first baseman James Loney. 2-0 pitch. Backing up, Adrian. Goes to 360 and the underhand toss to Ramos. 2 ground ball outs here in the LA second.
Well, last year we were talking about the playoff picture, Tony. All the positions were cinched up, right? Mm-hmm. And you hit the nail right on the head. You called it Philly, Tampa Bay.
It was luck.
I said Cubs, I think Anaheim. Los Angeles, Anaheim, Angels of Anaheim in Orange County. Kind of tough to this year also, you think?
There's
think
not
so. one runaway team.
I especially in the National League side. I mean, Cardinals have played tremendous baseball. First one is a clinch. But, hey, you get to the postseason, I mean, the game goes up a notch. I mean, the level of play goes up a notch. And, all 4 of these teams, well-managed clubs, got some pitch. Each team, I think, has a strength, but has a weakness, too. In the National League side, I mean, anybody can win this.
1-1 to Russell Martin. Strike on the outside half. You know, the Dodgers really, since the All-Star break, have pretty much been a 500 club.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yet, they have still maintained the best overall record in the National League. It's down the third base side. Kuz backing up. And now lets Cabrera take over and make the catch in foul territory. Better inning there for Ramos. Sets him down in order. No score after an inning and a half.
Faithful on Saturday, October 3rd at 7:05 when we take on the Giants and get a Padres calendar.
Get your free Padres calendar presented by Golden State Graphics this Saturday, October 3rd at 7:05. Home half for the second. It'll be Venable, Kuzminoff, and Hundley for San Diego, and Will leads off. Rockies, by the way, have taken a 3-2 lead over the Brewers in the bottom of the sixth in Denver. And if you don't think everybody in that third base dugout isn't watching that scoreboard, you're mistaken.
Yeah, right.
He probably got it on in their clubhouse.
Wouldn't doubt that. Breaking ball. Out softly to Loney. And Billingsley quickly gets the first out of the second. Billingsley, remember, finished last year very strong. His last 12 starts, he was 7-1, an ERA of 2.93. Pitched well against the Cubs in the division series, beat Chicago, and then his two starts against the Phillies in the NLCS were not good ones. Got beat twice by the eventual world champs.
Well, I saw his start last year in Chicago. He was outstanding that night. The Cubs had a right-handed hitting lineup. Mixing that cutter and slider, and he was really good.
Is that the night that Manny, it looked like it was a pop-up off his bat,
Yeah,
and
well,
like 3/4 of the way up the
took off his shoe tops, yeah.
left center field stands? My goodness.
There's a 1-1 pitch.
94, 95. That cutter's such a good pitch. The guys try to do too much with it, though. It kind of, if you throw it incorrectly, it can hurt you. Just also need a little bit of movement, a little bit of a same plane movement. There it is again, off the end of the bat.
He was in his first at bat since September 8th, double clutching, but McCall able to get it there in time to get Kuzminoff.
Tony, when I talk about the movement of the cutter, I'm talking Billingsley's cutter, it looks like maybe 5-6 inches, if that.
That's all. That's all you want, really.
And when you look at the sweet spot of a bat, it's a very small area. So if you move off that sweet spot just a tad, it looks like a fastball. You get it off the end of the bat, you've got yourself a broken shillelagh.
Hundley lines it towards left center field, but Matt Kemp comes in to make the catch. Pretty well struck by Nick, but it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Billingsley, and after 2, no score. The Dodgers come in with a 4.5 game lead over the Rockies in the NL West. Their magic number is 1 to clinch the division, and if they do indeed win the NL West, which it pretty much looks inevitable with 5 games remaining, Joe Torre headed to the postseason for a record-tying 14th straight season when you throw in 12 in a row with the Yankees and now 2 in a row with the Dodgers, tying Bobby Cox.
It's pretty amazing. He's done an amazing job in L.A.
I've always thought Joe Torre, what a great player he was. A lot of people tend to forget that because this guy was an MVP and put up great numbers. But just knows the X's and O's, but I think just a good manager of people and egos. I mean, a lot of people probably say, oh, I could have managed the Yankees. Well, you know what? It goes deeper than that.
Ramos, the pitcher, in foul ground, making the catch. 1 out. Yeah, there are a lot of things that can get in your way in New York, I assume. Off the field and on the field.
This has got to be like a picnic for Joe, being on the West Coast.
Whole different scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would have loved to been there the morning Joe Torre woke up after signing with the Dodgers as manager and thinking, what was he thinking that day after signing with the Dodgers? And think, gosh, no more Yankees, no more New York. I'm on the West Coast.
Pitcher Billingsley takes a strike on the outside corner. Of course, the Yankees did not make the postseason last year with Joe Torre gone. First year for Joe Girardi, but they're back with a vengeance this season.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I mean, you think he enjoyed last season's postseason run
without the
Yankees being in there?
Maybe privately.
You know, I think
there's got to be some personal or professional pride involved in that.
Sure. In that first press conference he had as the manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers, I'm sure he probably laughed to himself. At how much different it was than being in New York.
Check swing on the breaking ball, appealed down to Tim McClellan. Well, when Joe Torre was first hired as the Yankee manager, was not a popular choice.
No.
I mean, the New York Post, you remember the back
Say it
page?
ain't so, Joe?
Yeah. Clueless
Joe
was the headline, and he made him eat that. And won the World Series in first year. Billingsley striking out, second K for Ramos. You can enjoy Sequan Casino's incredible all-you-can-eat buffet featuring prime rib, peel and eat shrimp, and over 100 scrumptious items, all for only $10. Top of the order in shortstop Rafael Furcal, who singled to begin the game, extending his hitting streak to 12 games. A first pitch strike from Ramos, who guy seems to be over those first inning jitters. Breaking ball through the left side. And Furcal, he's had the hottest bat for LA in recent weeks. He's 2 for 2.
It's the exact same spot where Furcal got his first hit when he led off this ball game. Looked like a soft breaking ball, though, down and in, or trying to come down and in. Nick Hundley wants it down and in, and it's over the plate but down, but on a breaking ball. He's just throwing the head of the bat out there and speeding up his bat nicely.
And that's what happens when you're going good. You're seeing the ball good. I mean, he hit that ball towards the end of the bat, and he just hit it in the right spot.
Hudson walked his first time and looks at ball one. A 1-0 from Ramos. The only 2 hits of this game so far, both belong to Rafael Furcal. Even a miss.
You might see some of these Dodger hitters, and Tony, you could elaborate on this, but getting a little froggy and swinging at bad pitches.
You just saw it, 2-0.
Exactly.
Looking for a cookie, looking for a fastball.
Doesn't throw that hard.
Takes a little bit off, throws him a changeup. He's out in front.
Popped up by Hudson on the first base side. Adrian, though, will see it drop behind the dugout. Final from Atlanta. The Braves' winning streak ends at 7. Marlins win it 5-4. And the Rockies have expanded their lead to 4-2 over the Brewers in the 7th. Top of the 7th, of course. Good steals for Furcal, and he draws a throw. Two and 2 on Hudson. And Furcal on and 2 down. There he goes. One hop throw not in time. And there's the 11th steal of the season for Rafael Furcal, 11th and 17 attempts.
Well, Hundley did all he could do. He tried to get rid of that ball as quick as he could, but Furcal got a great jump. Hundley knew he had to get rid of that ball quickly, and forgot it there on a bounce, and Furcal gets himself in the scoring position.
That was the old Thurman Munson throw down to second base.
That's when you know it's got to get there in a hurry. That's what you do. You throw it like a shortstop.
3-2. And he walks Hudson for the second time.
Not biting on the breaking ball with first base open.
He's going to bring up Ethier. Almost got the first 2 in this inning, but now a couple of 2-out base runners. And it brings up LA's RBI leader, Andre Ethier. First pitch strike. "31 homers and 104 RBIs for Ethier. The RBI total 7th best in the National League. Gets him to chase the breaking ball, and it's 0-2. Fastball fouled back into the second deck. Ethier with 75 extra base hits on the season.
Yeah, he's had a great year. Gotten a lot of the big hits for this Dodger team.
It's the breaking ball foul.
That breaking ball there was hung just enough, I think. It was inside, too, just a little bit.
You're gonna throw him this breaking ball. You want to get this thing down in the zone.
Yeah, it's inside just enough, and up just enough.
And especially here 0-2, you might want to try to see if he'll chase something. Maybe starts in the zone, goes out.
Well, you don't want to cross up your catcher here and have it second and third.
Almost got the leadoff man Castro on a foul ball, fanned the pitcher Billingsley, but for call, a 2-out single. Walk to Hudson. 0-2 count on Andre Ethier. Just off that low outside corner. Tough pitch to take.
That's a pretty good 0-2 pitch.
And I think Ethier may have been fooled a little bit. I mean, if that pitch was on the corner for a legitimate strike, I think he would have been rung up looking. I think he was looking something soft.
I think so too, because it's 93 miles per hour.
Chops it foul.
And even though that 93 mile per hour fastball is, off the outside part of the plate, that pitch set up that last breaking ball. It wasn't in the zone, and Ethier chased it.
Ramos brings his 51st pitch of the night and does not get Ethier fishing on the breaking ball.
The other thing you notice is that when Ramos is going from the stretch, the pace of the game
slowing down.
Well, slows down a lot.
Did you watch the game when Rafael Betcourt was out there?
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah.
I like his idea there on that one.
Good pitch.
I think that's one of the few fastballs that Ramos has tried to throw out there and have the guys chase up. That's a good pitch and near the hands. But you know what, though? What kills me is that if Ethier takes that pitch, they don't call that a strike.
Well, that last pitch, I'm not sure it was a strike. It was up in the zone a little bit.
Foul towards first.
And as a pitcher, Mud, that's not the kind of pitch you want him to swing at. You want him to maybe take a swing at that and maybe break his bat and hit a little ground ball to first base. You don't want to give in and give him a strike, but you want to make it so enticing that they want to swing the bat.
Well, after getting ahead of Ethier 0-2, this is the 10th pitch of the plate appearance coming here for Ethier.
My goodness. What the Brett Butler's going on here?
has upped Ramos' pitch total up to 54. We were 2 on, 2 outs in the third. No score. Dodgers and Padres. Game 1 of this 2-game series for Petco.
Oh, here we go.
I'll look back at second.
I like the brown fedora. Indiana Jones look.
About the wristbands.
Tired look.
Hit whatever that is on his head. Got another hat.
A little do-rag. Thank you.
Beanie.
A full count.
Mark Neely, you mentioned something about extra base hits for Ethier this year. This is where that can come into play here with the runners going 3-2. They'll be off and running.
75 extra base hits for Ethier. For Colin Hudson, indeed, off with the pitch and the 3-2 from Ramos. Down the right field side, foul. Did pretty well down there for a souvenir for that Padre fan. Another 3-2 from Ramos. He finally put in play to Eckstein. Took 13 pitches, but he finally gets Ethier. Dodgers strand 2 and have now left 3. Still scoreless after 2.5.
at 105 and get your free Padres school set.
All kids 14 and younger receive a free Padres school set presented by Scholar Share College Savings Plan managed by Fidelity Investments. Get your tickets today online at Padres.com. And Everett trying to bunt, fouled it. Cabrera, Ramos, and Gwynn in the San Diego third. No score in this game. The only 2 hits belonging to Dodgers shortstop Rafael Fakal. Breaking ball low from Billingsley. The fastball strike at 92.
Billingsley looks like he's in pretty nice rhythm here. He's mixing his pitches up.
The appeal denied by third base umpire Ted Barrett.
It's one thing to have the talent of Chad Billingsley, but it's also another thing to have it between the ears and know what to do with it. Seems like he's got a pretty good understanding of what to do when he's on the mound. He's just not a thrower.
No.
He's got the good stuff. He knows how to pitch.
Billingsley took the loss in his last start at Washington 6 days ago on the 23rd. He went 6 innings. He allowed only 1 hit, but gave up 3 runs because he walked 4. He struck out 9 in that outing. Fouled past Martin. The last win for Billingsley was against the Cardinals. That was August 18th. A 7-3 LA win, and Billingsley went 6. Billingsley won his first 4 starts of the season. Won his first 5 decisions. He runs full on Cabrera. "3-2." Out behind the Dodger dugout. Well, in the series in Phoenix, Everett, who had been batting leadoff, dropped to that 8th spot. With Tony leading off. That's the same story tonight. That's a slow chop. Hudson fields, throws, close. Out is the call by Tim McClellan. Hudson got it there just in time to get the speedy Cabrera. 1 gone.
Why that guy's won some Gold Gloves. All in one motion, quick flip throw to first base.
I also am so glad that Everett has stopped sliding into first base. Well, he was doing that earlier in the year, wasn't he?
The head first slide on occasion, yeah.
And, when a guy goes through the bag like he just did, it makes it look closer than it is if he slides.
As you've always said, you don't see sprinters in track
Right.
going head first for the finish line. It doesn't
Correct.
get there any faster.
Right. When you say Usain Bolt dive to the wire or the line, right? Call me.
Yeah, when that happens?
Yeah.
On the tartan track?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'll be pretty. World's fastest human.
One ball, 2 strikes on Ramos. With 1 out here in the San Diego 3rd. Appeal denied at third base. Ramos on the mound through 3 innings has allowed 2 hits, walked 2, struck out 2. Billingsley with a pitch count of 35 through 2 1/3 innings. With the fastball, Billingsley gets his 2nd strikeout. And 2 gone in the 3rd. High Definition is brought to you by Irving Hughes. Life is a lease. Negotiate well. Top of the order, and center fielder Tony Gwynn. Strikeout victim his first time. Good numbers in his last 7. Ball 1 off the outside corner. No, last time you were here, Tony, you were saying that Junior was pressing a little bit. Has
Yeah.
he gotten past that now?
I think so. It's coming down the stretch here, and of course you want to finish strong, but
It's a drive to right near the short porch and the pole, and fair and gone. Number 2 on the season for Tony, and it's 1-0 San Diego. Yeah, no pressure there.
yeah, I was going to say if I could take any credit at all, it would be short stroke. You know, he's swinging a bat good right now, and even though you're swinging good doesn't mean you're going to get a hit every time. And this is a great example of that. A little fastball in, and there is no effort in that swing. Just a short stroke, and he hits it to the shortest part of the ballpark, but it's still a homer.
Well, he got to that ball nicely.
Nice and easy.
Plank. Up high to Eck. 1 ball, 1 strike. His other home run led off a game in Arlington in interleague play.
Kind of the same thing. It was a fastball
Down the
just
line and
like
right.
that,
Yep,
right
sure
down
was.
the line.
First RBI for Tony.
Of course, when you're a Punch and Judy like he is, when you do go deep, you see he can't keep the smile off his face.
Of course.
I was the same way.
And of course, you never tried for home runs. You just, if you squared it up nicely, you hit it right, it went.
And that's kind of thing I've been talking about with him is that, you know, you get in position, you don't have to worry about what's being thrown. You worry more about, you know, getting yourself in the right position so that you can attack it the right way. And that pitch that he hit out is exactly what he did. He got his foot down, he let his hands work, and there was no effort. You just take the swing. And the other part is it's really hard trying to stay calm up here when your son goes deep. That's a lot harder than I thought. So,
way to restrain yourself. Nice job.
Yeah.
Is that the first one you've seen in person that he's
Yeah.
hit? Big league home run?
First,
Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
he's only got 2, so that's the first one I've seen him hit live. And I've thought about it a lot. I thought I would stand up and scream and yell and apologize to you guys. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
I was pretty calm.
You put your arms up in the air.
When we go to commercial,
You were happy.
I'll get it out.
Makes hit a couple of bullets foul over in and around the Padre dugout. Breaky ball on the ground to third, and Castro up with it. That ends the inning. Tony Gwynn's second major league home run. Pulling it out to right. The senior can now stand in applause. was the only player in history to have his 500th home run be a walk-off winner. The answer for you soon. Here comes Manny Ramirez to lead off the fourth. And he goes after the first pitch. It's a towering pop-up left side, and Coos under it just onto the outfield grass. One pitch, one out. Manny 0 for 2.
Tied him up.
Yep.
You want to prevent those arms from getting extended because you know the damage that Manny Ramirez can do, and he tied him up with a fastball.
And Kemp takes it side. Kemp grounded out his first time. And this time a base hit to right field. A one-out single, and it's the first Dodger hit for someone other than for Call. And aboard for first baseman James Loney. Loney grounded out to the right side, his first time up.
You know, every time we talk about Ethier, Kemp, Loney, those three, seems like they've been in the league for 10 years, whatever, 23 years old.
Yeah.
They've been playing in the big league since they've been 13. But no, I mean, it's a great, a lot of teams would love to have that.
Well, I think that's kind of what the Padres are doing.
Exactly.
Young guys are getting a chance to play.
And that's my point exactly.
And
Tony.
you're right.
Yep.
They're gaining experience, and 3 years, 4 years down the road, you see Loney, you see Kemp, you see Ethier, you see these guys turning into bona fide, solid major league play. Ethier, Kemp, both probably going to get some MVP consideration.
You mentioned Ethier and Kemp, and they've got some young guys who are going to be arbitration eligible at the end of the year, and a payroll that's already at $100 million.
That's going to jump up.
Going to be going north.
Unless they tie these guys up into multi-year deals, which will still jump up the payroll, but still.
Loney to Eck. Cabrera. Double play. 4-6-3 ends the inning. Second one turn for San Diego tonight. 1-0 Padres mid of the fourth. And the only player in history to have his 500th home run be a walk-off winner, and the answer, gentleman, is here tonight. Jim Thome, September 16th of 07. It was also Jim Thome bobblehead day at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. He had a 2-run home run off the Angels' Dustin Mosley to win the game in the bottom of the ninth.
The pride and joy of Peoria, Illinois. Just thought I'd slip that in there.
And now a Dodger.
Land of Lincoln.
Adrian fouls the first pitch away. 1-0 Padres. And a Tony Gwynn solo shot. Five for his last 10. No official at bat tonight as he walked in the first. Hit number 40 in Arizona in the fourth inning on Sunday. A 2-run shot to right center field of Billy Buckner. Gave the Padres a 3-0 lead. And the D-backs would come back and win the rubber game of that series 7-4.
What a year he's had. 40 homers, 2 RBIs away from driving in 100. Walked 100 times.
Softly foul, and it's 2-2.
This game is really, really hard when they don't give you a whole lot to hit. The game's tough enough as it is, but then, you having to go up to the plate and, know as you're walking up there, you're being pitched around, so you have to be really selective. The year he's had this year is tremendous. Got his average up to 276.
Yeah, he was scuffling a while there.
Yeah.
The average was starting to dip there.
Yeah, that average was in the 250s for a while.
Yep. He was stuck at 24 homers.
Watch for a second time. That 6-hit game we witnessed in Milwaukee helped bump that average up a bit.
That's right.
So the leadoff man is on for the first time tonight for the Padres. And here's cleanup hitter Chase Headley, the left fielder. Rockies batting bottom of the 8th, leading the Brewers 5-2. And again, Atlanta lost to Florida 5-4. By the way, the Twins and Tigers split that doubleheader today, so Twins back to 2 games out in the Central and the American League. Strike 1-2, Chase. Chase hit into an inning-ending fielder's choice his first time. Breaking ball just missing. That rides high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Took a big rip. And it evens at 2-2.
No, that was at 86, 87. I bet you that was that cut fastball from Chad Billingsley. And from what I've seen from his fastball, what's his fastball been? 93, 94-ish?
Well, tonight he's been 91, 92.
92?
I think his best one's been 94, but.
So you're talking a little bit of same plane movement and maybe 3 miles an hour is difference. There's another one.
Towards third and foul ground. It's run down by Castro. 1 away. Castro playing at third tonight. Casey Blake has been out with a left hamstring issue. Ronnie Belliard also dealing with an injury, a groin strain. So the Dodgers missing a couple components tonight. William Venable 0 for 1 with a ground out to first. Fouled back.
Well, it looks like last chance for Milwaukee in Colorado, down by 3. They could put up a crooked number there very quickly. Rockies lead 5-2. Think the guys are watching that one?
But they are. Houston Street's got that closer job back.
He threw well when we were there,
He
too.
threw very well. And he went 1-2. And you can make an argument if the Rockies get in, Street's throwing as well as any closer that's going to be in the postseason.
Yeah, I think I watched the games that he pitched against the Padres, and you're right, he looked really good.
And the plate umpire says he went around.
Wow.
Greg Gibson.
See him start the chainsaw on that one? You see that
Bringing
call?
up Venable.
Ball in the dirt, swings, he went, and then time to start the leaf blower. And I have to admit, William did go.
Two away for Kevin Kuzminoff when the second grounded out to short. There's 17 games, so it's been a while between seeing live pitching here.
Normally it takes you, a few games to kind of get your bearings back.
I should rephrase it. Game pitching.
Yeah. Yeah, BP is a lot easier. Game pitching, especially a guy like Billingsley. Cutters, sliders, loopy breaking balls, all, to throw your timing off.
He paints the outside corner. Leadoff walk to Adrian. He is at first with 2 down. Or Billingsley, even when he's missed, he's been around the plate all night.
Yeah. And I would think for the Dodgers, that's a good sign.
I like the control of his cutter.
It's like you talked about, you don't want that cutter moving a whole lot. You want that hitter to think it's a fastball.
Yep.
Like a fastball by him, and it's a full count. Adrian on the move with 2 outs and the 3-2 pitch. Right field, Ethier angling towards the corner and makes the grab. Leadoff walk to Adrian. He is stranded. Second man left on by San Diego. At the end of 4, it's been the Gwynn home run and nothing else tonight.
mid-game recap brought to you by Murray Lamper Construction. If you're looking for a company that will give you a great value, call my friends at Murray Lamper Construction, dedicated to 100% customer satisfaction since 1975. Get on the web at murraylampert.com. Mark Neely.
Thank you, Bud. Glad to have everybody with us tonight. Mark Neely, Mark Grant, Tony Gwynn into the fifth. 1-0 Padres on a Tony Gwynn Jr. solo shot off the foul pole and right. That was with 2 outs in the third. Russell Martin, the catcher, leading off, takes inside. 2 balls, no strikes. By the way, I want to thank the Rotary Club of Escondido for having me out for lunch today. Enjoyed that.
Nice. Getting out in the community, Neely. Nice.
Way up in North County today.
How are those Rotarians doing?
They're doing great work, as usual.
We're going to have to get you out to my Kiwanis Club out in Alpine. 7 in the morning on Saturdays. How you doing? Milk the cows, bale the hay, go to a meeting.
So when you show up about 9:30, what's still going on?
Oh, no, I show up on time.
Okay. There's a 4-pitch walk to Russell Martin to begin the fifth.
Well, last inning, Cesar Ramos threw 5 pitches. So not a good way to start off this fifth.
His third walk of the game. He had walked Hudson a couple of times. And here's Juan Castro, the third baseman. He fouled out. Caught by the pitcher Ramos on the first base side in the third inning. That will bring out Hundley after 5 straight out of the zone from Ramos to begin the inning.
Very quick conversation. What I gather from that, I think it's got to be pitch selection. Wasn't really a mechanical thing, I would think. Maybe a move over to first base. Hey, give him your best move. Give him a courtesy move. Ooh, thank you.
Thank you, ball strike. You know, look now, the Brewers have scored 3 in the 9th, tied the Rockies.
What did I just get done saying? I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out at Coors Field.
We were just talking about how great Houston streets have been.
Yeah. Whoops.
I think the Dodger dugout noticed that. There were lots of heads turning over there.
Bounce to Eck. Not hit all that hard. He was unable to tag Martin as he went by. He gets Castro at first. The ball needed to be hit a little more sharply to turn 2. Padres have already turned a couple of double plays tonight.
Eck tried really hard to come in and get to this ball as quick as possible to maybe have a shot at Martin, but Martin was already by him. Had to take the out at first.
So Martin, the tying run is at second with 1 out. Here's the pitcher, Chad Billingsley. In tighter at the corners, but with 1 out, Billingsley looks like he's going to swing away and takes just off the outside corner.
I don't know where that one missed. I guess down the middle doesn't count tonight.
Look back at Norton. By the way, Jason Kendall, 3-run homer in the top of the ninth, tied it up for the Brewers.
Wow. He would not be the guy you would expect to tie a game up with a 3-run homer.
Expect to see the name Braun or Fielder or something along those lines.
Cameron. McGee.
Billingsley doing him his opposition a favor, chasing that one. The ball and a strike. So it's gone to the bottom of the ninth now, and Denver tied at 5. Just off the outside edge again, 2 balls and a strike. First major league start for left-hander Cesar Ramos. As he buckled on that breaky ball and takes it for a strike.
He's got some calls on that inside, off the inside part of the plate this at bat.
Get a breaking ball, inside corner.
Lead runner heading for third, and the play for Cabrera is at first. He gets Billingsley. And even with the ground ball to the left side, Martin is able to advance in the tying run 90 feet away. Hey fans, the Padres want to thank you for your support during the 2009 season by giving you the opportunity to win great prizes during Friar Faithful Appreciation Weekend, presented by Gaslamp Quarter Association. Be sure to be here at Petco Park for the final 3 games of the season, October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, for your chance to win great prizes. Well, top of the LA order, and for call, 2 for 2 with base hits to left each time tonight against Ramos. Here's a strike call on the outside corner. Fastball down, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Furcal led off the game with a base hit to left, and then a 2-out single in the 3rd. Batting here with 2 outs in the 5th and the tying run, Russell Martin at third base.
Furcal want that pitch back?
I think so.
Dodger fan got the souvenir, but flopped right onto the field and getting it. This is not the form you want to use.
Not the jersey you want to wear either.
Yeah, no kidding.
Two-two pitch. Out of the center field, and Tony Ramos wins that battle with Furcal. And Martin, the tying run, is stranded at third.
Friday, October 9th. Riding the storm out, tough guy, take it on the run. You know all the great songs. Tickets are at Valley View Casino, or go up to the Players Club, join the Players Club, and you know what you get, a free lobster buffet. Great giveaways during the concert. Go to Black and Blue Steakhouse, go to BLD's before. Have a great time dancing the aisles. In fact, you know what? I think it's time for me to fly. Get it? REO Speedwagon, Valley View Casino. We'll see you there.
You still have the High Infidelity album, don't you?
Oh, great album. Love REO. You know why I love REO? From Champaign, Illinois.
They're an Illinois band. I knew you were going to go there.
Well, I know. Tony's like shocker.
Hundley leading off. The San Diego fifth, bottom 3 up. 1-0 Padres on a Tony Gwynn homer in the third.
Mark Neely, you know what?
What?
I'm drawing a blank. Is what I was going to say. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I just want to keep on loving you.
Another REO jam. What can I come back with on that? Did you use Tough Guy?
Tough Guy used in the ad lib.
Well, all the things you come up with, I just can't fight it anymore.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You can't fight this feeling anymore?
Yeah,
this is you guys
filed back.
What group are you talking about here now?
He's Mr. Music here.
He's got some skills. You both do. You guys are really good at, and like when you were on vacation and we had to watch you do the Valley View stuff you ad-lib. It takes skill, man. And then to mix in some song names to go along with it.
Thank you.
And Mark's right with you. He ain't wavering a bit. He's able to hang. Me, I'm a baseball guy. So I have to stay out of that one. I'm gonna focus on the game.
There's a 2-2 for Billingsley, and Nick following it back. Nick lined out to center his first time up. Had a pretty good rip. Another bat in the second. They asked for the appeal, and Tim McClellan says he went. And that's 4 strikeouts for Billingsley.
I'm going to have to say, you know what, on a ball like that, and a swing like that, chances are he went, and I think he went.
He did.
Tony?
I'm not even going to say anything because I think they've discussed this check swing thing. I think the umpires have, and they're just going to call it because, the rule is the barrel can't, cross the plate.
You know what the rule book says? And we could look this up.
Yeah,
Mark, an offer. If a hitter makes an offer at a pitch, technically
that's an offer.
Exactly.
I would say, yeah, that was an offer.
Cabrera hits a fly ball to left center field, and Kemp glides over. 2 outs.
Mark Neely, you have your rule book handy?
That was somebody absconded with that in St. Louis.
Really?
Yeah.
If that's what it says in the rule book, then that's what he did.
Well, but that rule has basically morphed into the bat and the plate, hasn't it? As far as where the bat comes parallel to the plate?
I just wish they would take it literally from the book, what the rule states.
Which is?
And be consistent with that. If a hitter makes an offer at a pitch, now what is an offer?
I would like to know that.
Is that rain?
Wow.
It doesn't rain here in San Diego, does it?
I don't think we've seen rain here since when, April?
We need it, though, huh?
Oh,
not right now, though.
I'm not letting you off the hook. Come on. Offer. What does it mean?
That's where it breaks down into different umpires' interpretations.
Well,
is it a big enough offer? That's what I think. That's what it's got down to.
It's the size of the offer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the old thought of the barrel cannot cross the front of the plate is out. On a check
I
swing.
think so.
Okay, if that's out.
Did it ever get to that?
That's what I thought when I played. Yeah, I just thought that, I mean, I didn't read a rule book or anything, but, if the barrel crossed home plate, hey, you're out.
Well, Billingsley makes quick work of the Padres here in the 5th, and he is retired 6 in a row.
Hey fans, start your weekend off with a bang with Friday Fireworks. Enjoy a spectacular fireworks show following every Friday home game.
Last one of the season coming up this Friday, October 2nd. Stay after the game for a Friday Fireworks presented by Padres Banking at Bank of America. We'll move into the 6th inning.
Seems like Cesar Ramos, guys, has made an adjustment in a couple of innings. In the first inning, could have been nasty. In the third inning, it could have been another run, but he has made some pitches when he really needs to, and that's why he finds himself starting the 6th inning here.
Facing the heart of the order, though, Hudson, Ethier, and Ramirez, 2, 3, and 4 men. Fastball strike, 1-1. Hudson has walked twice already tonight. Padres do have Ryan Webb getting loose in the bullpen. Right center field, it hit well. A long run for Gwynn. It's going to bounce once off the cock side. Hudson with his speed around second, headed for third. The relay will be late. A head first slide and a leadoff triple for Orlando Hudson. Six triple for Orlando Hudson.
Hudson does a nice job going with this ball and drives it to right center field. And I thought with the quick bounce off the wall that the Pods might have an opportunity to throw him out at third base, but Hudson made up his mind he was going to get to third. And even though the relay throw was good, unable to get it.
How about the pop off of Hudson's bat from the right side going that deep to the alley?
Ethier fouls it out of play left side. Got a 13 pitch at bat his last time up in the third before grounding out. Ethier is the Dodger RBI leader with 104 and the tying runs at third with nobody out. Another foul leaves play left side.
I don't know whether that last pitch was by design where it was, but once again, Ethier had a breaking ball earlier in his last at-bat, had trouble with. That was a fastball up and in. I don't know whether that's by design and the lefty on lefty trying to bunch him inside with some stuff and then go soft away.
I would think so. I think that's,
difficulty getting to that pitch.
Right now, you look for a pop-up or a strikeout.
Sharply hit off. Cabrera picks it up and has no play anywhere, and the tying run scores. An error charge to Cabrera. Hudson scoring. It's a 1-1 game.
I think this ball was hit hard enough for Cabrera to think about going home. And I think he looked up to kind of see where the base runner was, and then that ball came off his glove, and he didn't have a chance at either one of them.
We do give Ethier an RBI, his 105th. Now with Manny Ramirez coming up, that will be all for Cesar Ramos in his Major League starting debut. 5 innings plus 2 batters into the 6th. You can stop by Discount Tire for a free tire inspection and air gauge, and if you're not satisfied with one of their tires, safe, sound, and standing by you. And in comes Ryan Webb.
Well, it's getting later in the ball game, and therefore it's a close game, and matchups come into play. Ryan Webb, righty do up, Ramirez and Kemp. Last time that Ryan Webb was out there was Saturday in Arizona. A third of an inning, he gave up a hit. It was a 4-pitch effort. And Manny Ramirez is going to have to turn up the dial a little bit against Ryan Webb. Mid-90s on the fastball and a slider to boot.
Ramirez tonight has struck out and popped out to third in his 2 at-bats against the left-hander Ramos.
Ryan Webb will also throw a cutter and a curveball.
One here in the 6th. Leadoff triple by Hudson. He has scored to tie things up. Right call on the 94-mile-per-hour fastball. The comparison's brought to you by Marvin K. Brown, San Diego's newest Mitsubishi dealer. Remember last year, Manny, after August 1st, you could hardly get the guy out. This year, he's mortal. I think that's probably the biggest difference this year to last for the Dodger offense, and that it's not all focused on Manny Ramirez. I mean, they don't go as Manny goes like last year. Yeah, he's a part of it.
Yeah.
But he's not all of it.
Well, here's the time of the year, though, where you take a hard throwing guy like Webb here, and for him, this is where he usually tries to take the ball the other way. He doesn't go up to the plate looking to pull the ball.
Fouls it near the plate.
Normally in these situations where later in the game, a lot of times he'll sit on all speed. He'll sit on something hard away and try to hit it to right center field. And that's where his experience and being in big games, that's where that experience comes in handy, because he knows he doesn't have to try to pull the ball all the time.
Fouls it away right side there.
I think it's just been a proven fact now that Manny Ramirez can be pitched to with a good live fastball. Ryan Webb does have a good live fastball. Just don't hang him a breaking ball. Well, he wanted to go inside on that. See Nick Hundley? He was set up inside, wanted to try to tie him up. Watch Nick. He's set up inside. He wants it right at the knees, but just kind of gets away from Ryan Webb.
Try to go back in there. Sharply hit. Diving stop. Goes to second out. Relay to first. That's a pair. Manny not breaking any land speed records down to first, and it's a 6-4-3 double play. Third one turned by the Padres.
How about not only the play by Cabrera just to knock this ball down, but Eckstein's turn at second. Uses the bag here to protect him on the back side of the bag. He's on the outfield side of second base, and he just turns and fires a P to first, and they get the double play.
Yeah, anybody else running, they beat that out. Thank goodness Manny was running there to complete that double play. That was sweet.
Great defensive play by Everton. See if that gets the Padres through the inning here. Helps them get it through. Kemp.
How about the P-Rod ever threw to second base off balance from Manny Trio-like? That was pretty impressive, too.
Good play all the way around.
An 0-2 to bat Kemp. Off the outside corner. Kemp hitting .302, 26 homers and 100 RBIs, and you throw in the 34 stolen bases that he has, and wow, nice year.
Yeah, and to throw in about 14, 15 outfield assists too.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be one of those guys that gets some of those votes. And, you know, the truth be told, though, they're all going to finish behind Albert, but, you know, Easy or Kemp both are going to get some.
Back up with it. To retire the side, the Dodgers do tie it and get a run, which will be earned. One error, one hit, but a great defensive play begun by Cabrera with the diving stop, and the Padres turn their third double play. Scrumptious items, all for only $10. Here at Petco Park tonight. We move into the bottom of the sixth. Tony Gwynn leading off, shortens up and takes high ball one. Tony homered off the foul pole in right in his last at bat in the third. That has been the only Padre hit of this game. Our Coors Light freeze cam takes us back to the third.
Looked like a little cutter in, and he got to it nicely and hit the foul pole. And you know, key for him is to see how he gets on his toe right there. You like to see him get that foot down because he's not going to be able to pull the trigger until he actually gets it on the ground. And that's one of the things he's been working hard on, trying to get his timing together.
And that's just repetition, right?
That's practice. Yeah, you're right.
Rounds out to second, one gone in the sixth. The batter is David Eckstein. Tonight 0 for 2. He's flied to right in the first, and in the third, grounded out to third.
I think, Tony, you bring up a good talking point after this pitch. There's a lot of people out there, fans included, and players that want to be successful. Okay, having talent's one thing, but I just don't think everybody realizes, like a player like you, what you did, a player like David Eckstein, what he does. And when I mention repetition, It's day in, day out when you try to hone your skills. These guys, David Eckstein, just don't wake up out of bed and turn a double play and feel the ground ball and try to hit the ball to the right side or get a sacrifice bunt down.
It's work. You're right.
It's working tirelessly.
And the best guys, that's what they do. I mean, I think if you ask Eck, I know I would say the same thing. You have to work that hard because you know what, you're not as talented as other guys are. And so you have to. But in doing the work, in doing all the things that you have to do, you find out a lot about yourself. And that's, to me, is that biggest battle that all these young guys on the Padres, I think, are starting to figure it out now, is you get over that stage of, do I belong here? Can I play at this level? I think they've all kind of figured out, you know what, they're good enough to play at this level. Now you have to figure out, okay, who am I and what do I need to do every day? Now, Adrian, he's a guy who's figured that out. You know, guys, the best guys in the league are able to figure that out quicker and do it more consistent.
Billingsley's now walked 3. Billingsley's been top 6 in the National League in walks. The only 2 walks coming into this inning were both given to Adrian. And he's nearing 90 pitches. 1 on, 1 out here in the 6th. The infield shift is on. 3 defenders on the right side. And the third baseman, Castro, a lone defender on the left. Actually, they've left for Call basically playing his shortstop spot and switched Castro over to the right side.
Yeah, a little innovation there. Third baseman goes to second base and they leave for Call and short. Why make a third baseman play shortstop?
Well, with this shift on in Arizona on Sunday in the 8th inning, we saw Adrian actually dribble a base hit through the left side.
Plus, you got Furcal, who's got better range at the shortstop, leaving him there rather than having Castro over there at the shortstop position with that shift on.
Even with a man on first base here, I just don't think he's going to give in and give him anything that he can hit and take the walk. Go ahead, walk him.
No count. It's the strike on the outside corner. By the way, the Rockies and Brewers are tied 5-5 in the bottom of the 10th inning. Adrian walks for a 3rd time tonight. And Billingsley indeed did not mess around at all there with Adrian.
Not gonna. 40 home runs, 98 RBIs. The game is tied 1-1. They're not going to let Adrian beat him.
And so he gets a visit with Headley, the cleanup hitter, coming up. Billingsley at 93 pitches. The pitcher spot is due up 4th in the next inning.
Well, 2 times up for Headley. He has not hit the ball hard. Fielder's choice to the first, and he popped out to the third baseman in foul territory in the 4th. As there's action in the Dodger bullpen.
Ronald Belisario. After the visit from pitching coach Rick Honeycutt. 2 on, 1 out, and Headley 0 for 2 tonight. Off his foot.
This is that cutter.
Nice
Shin.
burger.
Even though you got the pad there, still Got to smart a little bit.
Against Billingsley in the first, Headley hit it to an inning-ending fielder's choice, and in the fourth popped out to the third baseman, Castro.
Look out.
Pulls it foul over by the Padres dugout. Hot shot over there by Blanco and Macias. The 8 train, Kyle Blanks.
Did that thing actually go hit the top railing and then go in the stands, or did that end up in the dugout?
I think it wound up and stayed in the dugout.
I think it ended up on top of the stand. On top
Did it?
Yeah, went into the crowd.
Upstairs, and it's 2-2. One game in the bottom of the 6th. Padres have 2 on, 1 out. And a 2-2 to clean up hitter Chase Headley. It's popped up out of the shallow center field. Kemp coming in. 2 outs. We'll bring up a left-handed bat and Will Venable. Will tonight is grounded to first and struck out 0 for 2. He lays off the low breaking ball.
Well, they're going to the top of the 11th in Colorado. Knotted up at 5.
Couple of walks in this inning handed out by Billingsley to Eckstein and Adrian Gonzalez. Padres' only hit tonight has been the Tony Gwynn home run in the 3rd. Dodgers tied it in the top of this 6th. Fastball's too tight, 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1. Right-handed bat and Kuzminoff on deck. Rosario's been getting loose in the Dodger bullpen.
When you get to a game like this, and you can really see Billingsley just does not want to make a mistake in the middle of the plate right now. They're trying to get him to swing and pitch out of the zone. Oof. See, that ball's up. And the kind of pitch that you want to take a swing at, but cutter right in the middle of the zone.
Up just enough, it looks like. The last time he threw over 100 pitches was back against Milwaukee, back on July 10th.
Billingsley with his 104th pitch of the night. Runners go, and he walks him. And a decision here for Joe Torre. Like Mud mentioned, pitch count-wise, Billingsley in a neighborhood that he has not been in since mid-July. Cruz comes up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. 3 walks in the inning have loaded them up.
And then what does he do? He
breaking
comes
ball.
back with the first pitch, Yacker, for a strike. Kind of straightened up Kuz a little bit, too.
First came back for Kuz. He's grounded to short and fly to right. Fastball a little bit inside. Billingsley has walked 5 tonight. None of those have come in to score. Until now, into center. X scores. Adrian to the plate to throw home, and he is easily out. And Kuzminoff with an RBI single. And the Padres retake the lead. Kuz's 85th run batted in. X scores on the base hit as Kuz. Yourself a good name. By Aflac, we've got you under our wing. And by the North County Transit District. From North County, take the coaster train to every home game at Petco Park. Thanks for joining us tonight for this telecast. Mark Neely, Mark Grant, Tony Gwynn, and Luke Gregerson takes over on the hill for San Diego.
We got ourselves a close ball game. We're just getting to that last third of this game with the Padres leading. And who do you go to? Luke Gregerson. You know, he had a little bit of a hiccup there in Arizona, but that's going to happen. And Luke has had hiccups earlier this year, but has bounced back quite nicely. Let's see how he bounces back tonight.
First baseman James Loney leads off the Dodgers' 7th. Loney, then Martin and Castro. 1 run, 4 hits for the Dodgers. 2 runs, 2 hits for San Diego. There's a strike with the Gregerson slider. Loney is grounded out and grounded into a double play, 0 for 2. Off that outside corner, 3-1.
Yeah, I mentioned about that last outing for Luke Gregerson in Arizona. It's out, and granted, all relievers, every pitcher's going to have outings like that. 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 4 runs earned. It's outings like that really hurt the ERA because you take all season to really get it down, but then it balloons back up.
High chop, Adrian, the flip to Luke. That was a grand slam hit by Chad Tracy. 4 runs in the 7th inning of that game Saturday night in Phoenix.
Just one bad pitch.
Yep.
You know, I mean, he wanted to go away. On TV, for me, it looked like he kind of held on to it a little bit too long. And instead of away, it was in, and Tracy put a good swing on it.
Russell Martin has walked and fouled out. Pass Gregerson, but it's gobbled up by Cabrera. 2 gone. Chiquo is up for Los Angeles. Blake DeWitt will bat for Juan Castro. All one is outside to DeWitt. DeWitt has 2 pinch hit home runs, including one 10 days ago on September 19th against San Francisco. A 2-0 pitch. He chased a slider that would have been ball 3.
It's such a tight thrown slider. And such great tilt on that pitch. It has the illusion of a fastball.
Just like we were talking about earlier with Billingsley's cutter, it has the illusion of being a fastball. And that late movement is what usually eats hitters up.
Looks like a pump. Feels like a sneaker.
3-1 to the pinch hitter DeWitt. And he yanks it down the right field side. Foul.
I think that nearly hit the termite right in the head.
Corky sign, yeah.
Strike 2. Ooh.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lost a 2-out walk, which will now force the Dodgers' hand. Billingsley, who was in the on-deck circle, will go back to the dugout. And Jim Thome is going to bat for Billingsley.
This is exactly why they got him, huh? Late in the game, chance to put one out, come up with a big hit, trailing by a run.
Here comes Bud Black. He's had the left-hander Joe Thatcher heating just in case we had a Thome signing, and now that we have, he's going to make the change himself. This pitching change is brought to you by San Diego Harley-Davidson. offering a full range of loan and deposit products. If you live, work, or go to school in San Diego County, open an account today. And in comes left-hander Joe Thatcher.
This is a good matchup. Love matchups like this. Joe Thatcher's been throwing the ball extremely well out of the bullpen. And, of course, Jim Thome, the big left-handed power hitter, looking for that one big hit to try to help his club either tie it or take the lead.
Three for 13 as a pinch hitter with the Dodgers. Big breaking ball is strike one. Chris Iannetta has just won the game for the Rockies tonight. (7-5) Rockies over the Brewers in 11. It will be updated shortly. Iannetta getting a walk-off 2-run shot. Able to miss by Thome.
So with that win for the Rockies and the Braves lost a little distance. There's a little breathing room.
1-2 to Thome. Fouled by the plate.
Look at, there they go. Just changed it.
So the Iannetta homer wins it for Colorado. So the Dodger magic number is still 1 to clinch the NL West. Tying run at first. And a strikeout at Thome. Thatcher comes in. Gets the veteran left-handed bat. And LA strands their 5th base runner. Time to stretch at Petco. 2-1 San Diego. Fans go to San Diego and meet tonight's San Diego fans of the game. 25,318 tonight on this Tuesday night, and 1 K9. It was apparently a little chilly.
Oh my
The dog weighs what, about 4 ounces? You knew to be a Dodger fan that brought the small dog to the game. Hong Chi Kuo is in for LA.
Left-hander throws a fastball, slider, a curve, and a change. Mid-relief setup guy. Well, I can't say enough about Joe Thatcher going after Jim Thome that last half inning to end that inning. Huge. Huge for the Padres as Blake Witt goes in, stays at third base.
And the Padres 7th, bottom 3. Nick Hundley leading off. Yankees fly to center and struck out. Two-0 count to Nick. So the Rockies win tonight in extra innings. It keeps, for now, the Dodger Magic number at 1. Dodgers already have a postseason berth clinched. 3-0 pitch. It's high ball 4. The Dodgers already know they're in the postseason. So let's look at our Subway $5 footlong fan poll tonight. Text Subway to 269-411 now for your chance to win it. Tonight's question: do you think the Dodgers can win the World Series for the first time since 1988? A yes, B no. Subway, eat fresh. I don't think there's any question they can win the World Series. You know, will they is a different question, but they get their starting pitching together, and they got a pretty good outing tonight from Billingsley. They've got a shot.
I agree. I just think that with 5 games to go, you want to know a little bit more about your starters than I think they do.
Yeah, that's been the big question mark this year for LA. But then once again, you know, when you go into the playoffs, it's all about timing. We talked about last year. The Phillies definitely weren't the favorite going into the playoffs last year.
1-4 sac bunt laid down by Cabrera, sends Hundley down to second, and now Salazar will bat for Thatcher.
Hey, well, I got a second. Big fans of yours, Mark Neely, especially. Craig Fisher and Jackie. It's Craig's birthday today. Happy birthday to Craig Fisher.
Happy birthday, Craig. They were on part of the last road trip to Denver and Phoenix.
They're always here at the ballpark and always give us a shout out. So we want to give a shout out to them. Happy birthday, Craig.
Salazar pinch hitting.
You know that Ionetta home run came on a 3-2 pitch from David Weathers, but the pitch before that to make it 3-2, there was a check swing, and if there was any time that the guy, if he would have hit it, it would have been a double. It might have been a home run in Coors Field. They caught a break, and Tony saw it. Yeah. I saw it.
Towards the middle, shortstop for call, and will advance Hundley over to third, 2 outs. Well, the Rockies have been catching a few breaks.
Exactly.
You know, and sometimes the breaks go your way. And Colorado's been getting some. They may not be able to close the gap with the Dodgers, but they helped themselves in the wild card race tonight with an Atlanta loss. The Braves saw their 7-game winning streak end. And the Rockies win tonight means they are now 3 games up in the wild card. With 2 outs, Tony fouls it. Tony homered in the third off the foul pole and right, his second home run of the season. Hit the knees and a strike call. So junior homering on this date September 29th. And senior homered on this date in '95 against Ismael Valdez. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. Same kind of thing. Dodgers are trying to clinch. And we rallied to win late.
Takes up high. Well, the Dodgers are trying to win back-to-back NL West titles for the first time since '94-95. Of course, they had a chance to win 3 in a row in '96 and did not do it. That gets by. Here comes Nick. He scores, and it's 3-1 Padres. A full wild pitch brings in an insurance run here in the bottom of the 7th.
Russell Martin tried to get in front of this ball to try to block it. The slider that See him try to get his body in front of that thing and knock it down, and it just goes ricocheting off his chest protector.
Tony jammed and fouls it back. Nick comes racing in with the third Padres run. So finally, I shouldn't say finally, because Eckstein did score after walking in the sixth, but 6 walks tonight handed out by Dodger pitching. That's up the middle and a base hit. Tony has his second base knock of the night.
Nice. Puts his foot down and takes him right back up the middle. That's a nice swing for Junior.
He has 2 of the 3 Padre hits tonight. The only other hit is the Kuzminoff RBI single in the 6th. Brings up David Eckstein. Win on the run, and now first baseman Loney didn't get a great feed there from the pitcher, and no throw down to second, and a steal for Gwynn, his 11th.
And that's just a bad throw to first base by Quo, not even giving Loney a chance. He had to reach so far for this ball.
See him coming off the back, too.
Loney, you know, when a runner breaks early, it breaks on first move. That's what you're taught. First baseman take a step to the ball so that you have a lane to throw the ball to second base.
Eck with a walk and a run scored is 0 for 2. The chop towards short for Call. Grabs and throws. Padres settle for 1 here in the 7th. Pick up a run on 1 hit and leave their 5th base runner. This game will move to the 8th with the Padres owning a 2-run lead. Or coach, purchase a $1 scratch-off ticket at your next Padres game from a guest service representative, the guest service centers, or at the Padres ticket office lobby. On non-game days, all proceeds benefit the Padres Foundation. These are what you get for $1 each. You scratch off?
How many did you buy, T?
Enough.
Did you?
Yeah, I bought enough.
It's the camouflage jersey on Sunday that will be given away. About 40 of them, and each player is going to autograph their jersey to the winners.
And you know what? Credit to the Padres organization, because Tony was here the first year they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it seems like every organization has copied
Yeah.
the Padres, and they do the same thing. So
You're
the
right.
Padres were the ones who started that. Mike Adams coming on. He's got a run to work with also, that wild pitch. With a 2-run lead. Great numbers for Mike. Bouncing back after a little discomfort in the shoulder. And I talked to him the other day after that first outing coming back, and he said he really felt like, got boxed up on that one.
That was odd. It is a strike call, but Hundley.
Was he expecting a break? He expected a break. That's a cross-up.
Yeah. And you know what's surprising about that? Normally when that happens,
You never get a strike
you
call.
never get the call
Yeah.
strike. And sure enough, and it was a strike.
Well, Nick went out to have a chat with him. I'm just glad Nick didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
you get hit on the wrist or something like that, anticipating the break, and it's straight. You can hurt yourself.
Top of the order for the Dodgers in the 8th for Call. Softly out to Cabrera, who has to hurry with the call that runs well. You know, forever with Cabrera, the guy that he kind of models his game after is for Call. That's one of the guys he looks up to.
Well, the way he throws the baseball, that's who he reminds me of. And I'm reminded of it every time he, has to stand in the hole, plant his foot, and he just has plenty arm. And that's for Call's exactly the same way.
Orlando Hudson has reached base all 3 times up. Walked a couple of times, and he tripled leading off the 6th and scored the Dodgers run.
Just to button up that thought about Mike Adams, had a chat with him in Phoenix on the road trip after that outing. He said, I'm really getting through the baseball. When you have a shoulder injury or an elbow injury, that's one of the hurdles. You got to let it go. You got to tell yourself, you know what, I'm not going to hold back. You can't. And he said he was really getting through all of his pitches, which is a great sign for Mike.
A healthy Mike Adams has been about as good a setup guy as you're going to find in baseball this year.
Yeah.
I mean, his numbers are ridiculous.
They're sick, as they would say in the
as the kids, yeah. That's kind of the Rockies slogan this year.
Is it really?
I found out, yeah. They wear a T-shirt under their uniforms that say "sick." Walked into their clubhouse and they all were wearing T-shirts that say "sick." So what's that about? That's our motto for this year. Maybe the Padre motto should be 2010. See you then.
nice.
More business ahead. It's an 0-2 to Orlando Hudson. Just missing.
Well, I, for one, I'm looking forward to next year. I think this Padre team has the makings of being pretty good. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do, how they piece this thing together.
Yeah, what Kevin Towers will do in the offseason,
Yep.
what pieces are added. One-two pitch. One out, nobody on in the Dodger 8th inning. 3-1 San Diego. Mike Adams, the 5th Padres pitcher of the game. Ramos, the starter, his first major league start. Went 5 innings plus a couple batters into the 6th. Gave up 1 run, 4 hits with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Full count. Don't want to see Hudson on base with the big guns coming up next. And an important 3-2 pitch coming here from Adams. See you later.
Guessing a slider or something.
Got a fastball in her half.
And he knew it.
Gotta go.
So the bases are empty for right fielder Andre Ethier. He has driven in the Dodger run. Given credit for an RBI when he reached on an error in the 6th. His 105th run batted in, which leads LA. Strike. Quickly 0-2. Mike Adams has a 13-pitch frame and disposes of the Dodgers in order. And strikes out a pair. Ethier goes around. Nice work by Adams. Your new furniture, that's Jerry's price. And away from tonight's best seat winners. Into the bottom of the 8th inning. And left-hander Scott Elbert is in for Los Angeles.
Left-hander out of the bullpen for Joe Torre. You know, one of the, when we talk about the bullpen for the Los Angeles Dodgers, first of all, they're number one in the National League. And collectively, their ERA is 3.19. Everybody talks about certain moves that the Dodgers have made. How about George Sherrill? I mean, I know he hasn't pitched in this game, but he's another one of those lefties out of the bullpen. But Albert throws a fastball, slider, and a change. You got to feel pretty good about yourself if you're a starter and you leave the game with a lead, and you have these guys from the bullpen come into a ball game. Not the case tonight, though.
2-run Padre lead in the 8th with Adrian leading off. He has walked 3 times. Seventh time this year that he has had a 3-walk game. In the hole here, though, 0-2. The strikeout for Elbert. You mentioned Sherrill, though. Since joining the Dodgers, he's allowed 2 runs in 25 2/3 innings.
That's a great pickup. I liked him when we saw him in Seattle. But he went on to Baltimore, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Closed in Baltimore. Yeah, I think Sherrill, he could be a difference maker in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
One out for left fielder Chase Headley. He takes a strike.
Well, the key will be for the Dodgers putting some runs on the board. You know, those guys are only factors when you're playing with the lead. And here, the last 3 games, the Dodger offense has really struck. I mean, seen some pretty good pitching tonight. I almost gave them 5 innings, but I mean, offensively, they only have 4 hits. Padres only have 3, but they've put 3 runs on the board, and you know, this is not the time where you want your offense to be struggling.
On the ground, softly to short, and for call, low but out to first. Well, the amazing thing with the Dodgers, you know, even though they've been up and down here in the second half, they still have the lowest ERA in the National League. They still have the highest team batting average in the National League. And they still have the highest, or the best won-loss record in the National League. So that tells you a couple things. One is how good they were in the first half of the season. You know, maybe the best team in baseball, at least through the first third of the season. I mean, they really got out of the gate in strong fashion. But no doubt, despite the numbers, and you can manipulate numbers any way you want, they've got some areas of concern here late in the season.
Yeah.
There's a fastball strike from Elbert.
You know, although if we took a shot at Joe Torre right now, the expression on his face is not going to
No,
change. He's not going to look like he's panicked or, you know. But being a guy that's been to the postseason as often as he's been, you know, he's kind of got some concerns. He's not letting anybody else know. But between him and his coaching staff, I'm sure there, you know, some concerns about, you know, a little bit more consistency on the offensive end, being able to generate and put runs on the board. You know, starting pitching. You know, those are kind of, you know, you kind of want to be in a position where.
High chop, and that's going to be beat out by Will Venable. That's going to even the hits up at 4 apiece. Will aboard with 2 outs.
Take that hit, young man, don't.
Yeah, how many times you square up on one that's right at somebody? You are
Chop
right.
that baby off the plate. Hey, he can smell it. You know you can do better, but hey, take that hit, put it in your pocket.
Hitting Kuzmanov coming up. Torre is going to lift the young left-hander Albert. And get Belisario. You can stop by Discount Tire for a free tire inspection and air gauge. And if Town Padres with over 20 branches in San Diego County. Our mission is your mission. And Ronald Belisario coming in for the 67th time this year.
Belisario is one of those power guys, fastball, slider.
He inherits Venable at first, 2 outs. Kuzminoff at the plate. Kuz with an RBI single to center his last time up. And Belisario misses high. Cruz went down and got a breaking ball that he slapped into center for the base hit in the 6th off of Billingsley. He drove in a run. He was the last batter that Billingsley faced. 6 innings, 2 runs, 2 hits, 4 walks, 5 Ks for the LA starter. Venable drawing the attention of Belisario.
Well, Kuz going to have to be patient here, 2-0, because Belisario can get a little erratic. Throws a fastball and a slider, one of those hard throwers. Get up to 95, 97. Is there some chirping going on?
Yeah, Renteria, the first base coach in McClellan, are, I think, having a discussion about that last move to first.
Play right side, and it's 2-2. Gallagher's up, as is closer Heath Bell for the Padres. Venable running, and a foul at the plate. Looking at the Dodger ninth, Manny Ramirez, Matt Kemp, James Deloney do up the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Padres will lead it by at least 2. Belisario slinging another one over there. Venable running. And a strikeout of Kuzminoff ends the inning. Belisario comes in. Fans Kuz. A hit at a man left on. Heath Bell will come on. Manny to lead off. Life is a lease. Negotiate well. Happy birthday, Heath. He turns 32 today.
Oh, to be young again. Oh, to be 32 again. We'll take a look at Heath Bell. Trying to wrap it up here. Last homestand of the 09 campaign, and what a better way to do it against these Dodgers as they lead by 2. Good numbers from Heath. Last time out, Heath recorded his 40th save in Colorado.
And 0 for 3 nights so far for Manny Ramirez. Strike one is on the outside corner. Breaking ball, did he go? Not according to Tim McCullen. Ramirez, Kemp, and Loney due up in the Dodger ninth. 3-1 Padres. Challenged him with the 94-mile-per-hour fastball and a foul tip into the mid of Hundley.
Fastball, inner half.
Yeah. Manny having difficulty catching up to that, huh?
Strike three with the fastball on the outside corner and one away in the ninth.
First guy out of the chute. What a great way to start the ninth inning with a 2-run lead. Let's check out pitch track. Going on the outer half and for a strike. Putting a wrinkle in one, hoping he's fishing for it. And once again, it gets back, Tony, what I said earlier. A good fastball located. Manny's having a tough time, especially on the inner part of the plate.
Yep. Heath Bell went right after him and challenged him and was able to get him out.
First pitch curve to Kemp is a strike. Kemp with a single to right in the fourth, one of the 4 Dodger hits. Rockies beat the Brewers tonight, 7-5 in 11. So the Dodger magic number still 1 to clinch the NL West. Rocky magic number to clinch the wild card and the playoff spot is 3. They're 3 games up now on Atlanta in the wild card. Braves lost to Florida 5-4, ending their 7-game winning streak. Fastball strikes out Kemp, and Heath has fanned the first 2 in the ninth. Quickly, a true Padres story presented by Farmers Insurance on this date, September 29th, 96. It was Chris Quinn's 11th inning 2-run double. Padres beat the Dodgers 2-0 and clinched the NL West title for the Padres. That was a 3-game sweep at Dodger Stadium in 96, so I know you remember that.
Oh, yeah, like yesterday.
Visit farmers.com today to hear real true stories from Farmers customers. Farmers Insurance, ready, feels good. Loney 0 for 3. Dodgers down to their final out. This is a short 2-game series. Padres an out away from taking game 1. The Dodgers perhaps a pitch away from getting the tying run to the plate. 3-0 on Loney. Loney takes the fastball strike. Russell Martin on deck.
Oh, and the Padres lead after 8 innings. 59-3. A lot of it thanks to that man right there, Heath Bell. Going for 41.
Full count. Dodgers down to their final strike. Tony Gwynn homered off the foul pole and right in the third to make it 1-0. Dodgers tied it with a run in the 6th. Padres won in the bottom of the 6th on a Cruz RBI single. Padres added an insurance run thanks to a wild pitch. In the 7th, it scored Hundley. Bases empty, 2 outs in the LA ninth. And a 3-2 on the way to Loney. And an APB for ice to the Dodger clubhouse. There's some bubbly that needs to be kept cold. Padres win it 3-1. Tony goes deep tonight.
There will be no poppage, Aki.
He strikes out the side to get saved.